So just the other day, we got our very first teaser trailer for Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 4, and despite us only getting 10 seconds of this brand new season for the show, there was still enough to uncover and discuss, and more specifically, discuss something about a potential mistake that they've already made in Season 4. Now, as you guys know, here on the channel, we practically discuss all of the retcons, canonical additions, and anything else to do with the Jurassic franchise. And if you know me personally, you know how much I love the canonical additions. So when this scene popped up in Season 4's teaser trailer, loads of people started to inspect it a little bit and noticed some potential issues that don't quite add up. So today we're going to be breaking that scene down even further. Yes, I did make a trailer breakdown and we did discuss this scene, but there was one potential key point that I actually left out that I think is worth delving deeper into for just this video. So if you are also somebody who noticed these two things in this scene from the Season 4 trailer, then you're really going to enjoy this video. So why not leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, because we have loads of Jurassic content to cover. We've got my own animated series releasing soon, Jurassic What If, then we have Jurassic World Evolution 3 early access content coming literally this week, and then we have Evolution 3 releasing at the end of the year, then we also have Chaos Theory Season 4 in November, and then Jurassic Park Survival whenever that might be, and we of course now know that there are 2 official unannounced Jurassic World or Park video games in development as well. So we've got a lot of content, so make sure you're subscribed. But for now, sit back, relax, and get your snacks at the ready, as it's time to break down this potential mistake that they made in Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 4's teaser trailer.
Should stay locked up.
So the scene in discussion that we're going to talk about in today's video was the scene that we get to see that's an obvious callback to Jurassic World Dominions. Here in this image, we can see that we have the exact same setting, the exact same weather, and the exact same creatures, both Rexy and the Therizinosaurus, within the Biosyn facility at night when there's a thunderstorm. But throughout this scene, there is something that's different, and it definitely stands out. This scene is without a doubt taken from the scene from Jurassic World Dominion with the exact same setting, and just taking a look at it, it's almost side by side the exact same shot. But fans and myself both noticed that there is actually no Giganotosaurus body during this raw scene. As we know from Jurassic World Dominion, this scene took place just after both the Therizinosaurus and Rexy killed the Giganotosaurus. So of course we can actually see the Giga's body just laying there dead. But for some reason in the Chaos Theory Season 4 teaser trailer, we cannot see that whatsoever. So I definitely had to point this out because it kind of gave us a timeline of when this was taking place. But the thing is, this scene can only take place after Dominion's final battle, as that is the only time and setting that matched to what we know happened in the Biosyn facility during this time period. And of course, as we know, Season 4 is taking place at the same time as the latter half of Jurassic World Dominion. This was confirmed by the showrunner of Chaos Theory in my interviews. So we know that this scene is going to be taking place during that scene in Jurassic World Dominion. So it makes us question even more, why is the Giganotosaurus body not there? So we decided to speculate a little bit further, and we came to the conclusion that this scene does in fact take place just moments after the battle with the Giganotosaurus, simply because these two creatures, the Therizinosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, are still 2 massively territorial dinosaurs anyways, so of course they won't just stand down just because they teamed up to kill the Giga. I guarantee that one of them was at least threatening the other, and one of them had to back down from the other one. But on top of that, we don't really get to see what happens after this final battle in the movie of Jurassic World Dominion, because what we know is that the main cast fly out of there and then they cut to the ending of the movie, so we don't know what happened after that. So this could also mean that Chaos Theory is exploring these moments right after the main cast make it away, and I won't even be surprised if there is a scene where we see the Nublar 6 see the helicopter fly away from the Biosyn Valley. So that makes a lot of sense, right? Maybe the Therizinosaurus and Rexy just did the exact same pose, exact same roar, just before squaring up against each other, but elsewhere in the facility away from the Giganotosaurus body. That would explain why we don't see the Giga's body, because they just moved from that area. But this is where it gets really interesting. Something else was spotted within this scene that may actually break canon one way or another. The claw of the Therizinosaurus. During the final battle of Jurassic World Dominion, the claw was actually bitten off by the Giganotosaurus. And this was also on the left-hand side of the creature, as we know when we pause the movie. However, in this same still from the Chaos Theory teaser trailer, we can see that the claw is intact and it hasn't been snapped off. And this actually broke the fandom on Twitter. Loads of people were so agitated with the fact that the claw is still intact. So that really begs the question as to whether or not this is a canonical error already spotted by the fans in Season 4. So let's discuss this. Well, I won't actually rule out that being a possibility, especially after the canonical mess that Season 2 of Chaos Theory was, but I think there's an even better explanation to all of this. As we are aware, the dinosaurs were migrating into the facility while the main cast haven't even made their way there yet. There's even a moment in Jurassic World Dominion when Ramsey says they're not in the valley anymore, and then Kayla Watts almost flies into a Dreadnoughtus. This proves that the dinosaurs were already within the facility plaza before the main cast even made their way there. So when we use that logic, I assume this to be the most logical explanation to the reason why the claw was not bitten off just yet in this scene, because this scene really takes place before the main cast of Dominion make it to the plaza. After all, when we go back and watch the final battle of Dominion, the Therizinosaurus and Rexy just kind of appeared in that area of the facility. We don't see them make their way there. So I don't doubt that this could be the reason. Rexy and Therizinosaurus already may have squared off before they killed the Giganotosaurus. And as I said, that is incredibly logical, and I think that's probably the best answer. But the only thing throwing off this theory from being pretty much 100% accurate is the fact that it is raining in the scene during Chaos Theory, but it's not raining just yet in the movie. So it's really hard to say exactly whether or not this is the case. On one hand, yes, it could be before they killed a Giganotosaurus, because the claw is intact, there is no Gigabody, but the rain really throws it off. Or maybe they did the other thing where it's actually after they killed a Giganotosaurus and then they just forgot to edit out the claw. So overall, yes, I do believe that there is some kind of canonical mistake and error here. But I'm really hoping that the error that we are discussing here is actually the addition of the rain in this scene and not the claw or the missing Giga dead body. Those two things were the most talked about moments from that final battle of Jurassic World Dominion. So it would be very, very odd to just ignore those two big moments entirely. So yes, there is likely some kind of error here, but not as big of one that you're currently thinking. Anyways guys, I really hope that makes sense to you. Basically, the Giganotosaurus' dead body should be there, the Therizinosaurus' claw should be snapped off as well, but if this scene does take place before those moments, it means that they may have just made an editing error to include some rain during these moments as well. Either way, I do think there is some kind of canonical error here, but I'm really hoping that the only canonical error would instead be the weather rather than the two most talked about moments from the final battle of Dominion. Otherwise, I'm going to be very, very heartbroken. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and leave a like, and why not subscribe if you are new around here. I'm also interested to know about what you guys think. Maybe this is a different canonical error, maybe it's a different time frame in the timeline. Be sure to head on down to the comments and let me know, but if you have nothing to say, then just leave a dinosaur emoji for the sake of engagement. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, why not leave a like and subscribe for more Jurassic content? I appreciate every single one of you for reaching this point into the video and supporting me this far. If you wish to support me even further, then feel free to head on down to the description where you can find links to donate, my Patreon, and you can also press that join button to become a member here on YouTube and gain access to some awesome emojis. A massive thank you to all of the YouTube members for this month, as well as the amazing fans over on Patreon too. Your extra bit of support really goes a long way. But for now, I wish you a great rest of your day.